that was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Uh-oh, Richard. Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Guy's an incredible actor.
Absolutely, yes.
He's been in so many banger movies.
Yeah.
He's a blockbuster
Yeah,
movie star.
yeah.
And people see him, they go, oh, he slapped Chris Rock. Fuck that guy.
Fucking sucks. God damn it.
Terrible.
Man.
Will Smith is a
I liked him.
Will Smith has been hiding the fact of who he really is, and it was exposed that night. He's really an
Y'all know what happened to me. Getting smacked by Suge Smith. A he know he could beat. That is some ass shit. Years ago, his wife said I should quit the Oscars. I shouldn't host because her man didn't get nominated. So then I do some jokes about her. Who gives a? That's how it is. She starts it, I finish it. That's what the happened. Nobody's picking on this bitch. She started this. Nobody was picking on her. For people that don't know, what everybody know, Will and his wife was her son's friend. Now, I normally would not talk about this, but for some reason, these just put that on the internet. I have no idea why two talented people would do something that low down. What the? We all been cheated on. Everybody in here have been cheated on. None of us have ever been interviewed by the person that cheated on us on television. None of us. It's like, hey, I was sucking somebody else's. How did that make you feel? Everybody in the world called him a bitch. Everybody called that man a bitch. Charlemagne called him a bitch. The Breakfast Club called him a bitch. The View and The Talk and every rapper, Drink Champs called him a fucking bitch. Everybody called him a bitch. Everybody called him a bitch. Everybody. And who's he hit? Me.
Will Smith's so-called Hollywood comeback just went from bad to catastrophic. The man who once ruled box offices worldwide is now drowning in scandal after scandal, and every move he makes seems to dig the hole deeper. From the Oscar slap that shocked millions, to bizarre concerts accused of using fake CGI crowds, to political tirades that pushed his own fans away, Smith has become a walking PR disaster. And now, the final blow, a brutal war with Sony Pictures over Men in Black 5, the studio that once gave him a record-breaking $100 million paycheck for playing Agent J is now cutting his value in half. Jada Pinkett Smith's role erased. His reputation in freefall.
Oh, this is a special night for you. We want you to have fun. We want you to feel safe. And most importantly, we want me to feel safe. So we have strict policies in place. If anyone in this theater commits an act of violence at any point during the show, you will be awarded the Oscar for Best Actor and permitted to give a 19-minute long speech.
Pay your taxes. Mind your business, and keep Will Smith's wife's name out your mouth!
This isn't just a career crisis anymore. This is a public implosion playing out in real time. And if you want the raw truth Hollywood doesn't want you to hear, hit subscribe right now because we're about to break it all down.
Lord. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Uh-oh, Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth!
I'm going to, okay? Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay. Okay.
Everything goes back to that infamous night in March 2022. The Academy Awards were supposed to be Hollywood's grand celebration, but instead, the world watched in shock as Will Smith walked on stage and slapped comedian Chris Rock across the face, broadcast live to millions. That single act shattered the carefully crafted image of Mr. Family-Friendly Fresh Prince.
I think that was like the best thing that ever happened to him, because then he became like wild again. Like his stand-up was like outrageous. Like it was like the Rock of old.
That night was like watching a Super Bowl. You were just like, what? What's? It's a live event? Holy f!
Yeah.
And then he was a badass, and I think he had some white shit on, and he looked cool as fucking. You were waiting for him to talk about it, and then he got to it, and he got kind of excited.
Well, he didn't talk about it for a while.
Yeah,
on
right.
stage, like he would tell people, if you think I'm going to talk about it, I'm not.
Yeah.
He wanted to be ready, and he wanted to really think about what he was going to say and how to say.
That's because of where we are in life, where anything you say is fucking on the internet the next day. So he's like, I gotta be careful.
For decades, Smith was seen as the golden boy, charming, bankable, the star who could guarantee billion-dollar franchises. But one slap destroyed it all. And since then, every step he's taken has only confirmed what audiences already suspected. The man is spiraling.
I know you can't tell on camera. Will Smith is significantly bigger than me. We are not the same size. Will Smith does movies with his shirt off. You've never seen me do a movie with my shirt off. If I'm in a movie getting open heart surgery, I got on a sweater. Will Smith played Muhammad Ali in a movie. You think I auditioned for that part? People like, did it hurt? It still hurts. But I'm not a victim, baby. You will never see me on Oprah or Gayle crying. I have rooted for Will Smith my whole life. And now, I watch Emancipation just to see him get whooped. Got me rooting for Massa, okay? And a lot of people go, Chris, how come you didn't do nothing bad? Because I got parents. That's why. Because I was raised. Okay? And you know what my parents taught me? Don't fight in front of white people.
Fast forward to 2025, and the wreckage of his career is undeniable. His desperate attempt at a comeback concert became an instant internet joke. Fans noticed the crowd looked strangely artificial, sparking viral accusations that Smith was literally filling seats with CGI avatars.
You may have seen the videos posted on Will Smith's Instagram and YouTube account that are almost definitely AI generated. A lot of the hands have like a bajillion fingers. One sign says for a 6 instead of fresh. And generally speaking, people just look off. They all kind of look like this.
This AI is so obvious. I can't believe they thought we would fall for this.
Well, these may actually be real Will Smith fans.
What?
No, they aren't. The video is very likely AI generated, but the photos themselves seem to actually come from people at the concerts. Look at this. The photo matches the video, but instead everyone looks real. And this clip looks like it was taken from this photo. So the video is fake, but the people are real. Exactly. But the video he posted on YouTube is even more fake. Huh? Just last week, the YouTube creator Liaison admitted that YouTube is using image enhancement to unblur and denoise YouTube shorts.
Okay, so YouTube is using AI.
He's arguing that image enhancement is not the same thing as AI because it's a lot like the technology that most of your smartphones use when you're taking a video. Anyway, YouTube says they'll soon have a button where you can opt out.
It's a good thing we have a media literacy class.
Oh, this class isn't real. It's for a video.
What?
Are you even the vice president?
Think about that for a second. The man who once sold out stadiums worldwide is now accused of using digital stand-ins to hide empty seats. That's not just embarrassing, it's humiliating. It's the definition of rock bottom. But Will didn't stop there. Instead of taking a step back and reflecting, he doubled down with his upcoming album based on a true story part 2.
Song is garbage, bro. Straight up flaming dump, man. This shit. It's trash. Garbage ass song. Bro, and this is coming from me. I don't really shit on people. This song is ass. Trash. Shit. Just straight up. And I'm not even like hating or biased. This is just trash. Man. I don't think I'll ever react to Will Smith no more. What's this? Shit, man.
This isn't just music, it's a hit list. Reports say Smith is using his songs to throw direct shots at Chris Rock, Snoop Dogg, critics, and anyone else he blames for his downfall.
I talked to Rock yesterday, just for like 10 minutes or something, and we got really excited about stand-up again. I go, you writing? He goes, I kind of am. I kind of, like, he can't stop. When he was doing his tour, he's like, I need a break. Blah, blah, blah. He just did like a year on the road or some shit. And then he's right back to like, got some ideas. Got some shit.
I think that's a good way to do it. Take a little break and just refresh your mind so you're not running stale. You know, because he did a live special too.
His live special was, I loved it.
Yeah, and it was also like the build up because of getting slapped by Will Smith and all that crazy shit.
Yeah.
The irony is staggering. Instead of admitting his slap and arrogance cost him his fan base, Smith is blaming the world. He's pointing fingers at everyone but himself. And now we get to Sony Pictures, the studio that once treated Smith like a golden ticket. For years, Sony banked on him, Men in Black, Bad Boys, every time. He was their guaranteed box office win. But executives aren't blind. They've seen the backlash. They've watched fans walk away in droves. And when it came time to finalize his contract for Men in Black 5, Sony delivered the ultimate wake-up call. They slashed his paycheck from $100 million to just $55 million. Half his value gone overnight. Smith's reaction, pure outrage. Reports say he accused Sony of racism, of discrimination, of caving to haters. He ranted during remote meetings, allegedly screaming at top executives and even clashing with the CEO. But here's the cold reality. This isn't racism. This isn't discrimination. This is business. Hollywood doesn't care about feelings. It cares about numbers, and Will Smith's numbers are tanking. But that wasn't the only bombshell. His original mega deal with Sony reportedly included a role for Jada Pinkett Smith. That's right. Will allegedly demanded that his wife join the film as Agent J's love interest, but Sony wasn't having it. They tore up that clause and cut Jada completely. The so-called power couple fantasy gone in an instant. And when Will heard the news, insiders say he had a full-blown meltdown. Tears, screaming, rage. For the first time in their careers, Will and Jada were forced to confront the harsh truth. Hollywood doesn't need them anymore.
It's like a guy just showing his ass. Like, you just pulled your pants down, showed the world your ass. Like, why did you do that?
Yeah.
He probably doesn't. He probably wakes up in the middle of the night going, why did I do that?
That whole thing sucks.
Yes, beyond. It was almost like a guy who doesn't know how normal people act, thinking, this is what you're supposed to do, go smack that guy.
It became fucking just went to a place that he couldn't get out of.
Yeah.
And started it. And
still there. He's still there.
Yeah.
In everybody's mind, when you see Will Smith, oh, he slapped Chris Rock. That's like, not I Am Legend, not Muhammad Ali, not insanely good movies.
Yeah.
Guy's an incredible actor.
Absolutely,
He's been in so many banger movies.
Yeah.
He's a fucking blockbuster movie star.
Yeah.
And people see him, they go, oh, he slapped Chris Rock, that guy.
Fuck sucks. God damn it.
Terrible.
That sucks.
So here's the nightmare Smith is facing. If he walks away from Men in Black 5, his career is finished. No more franchises, no more credibility, no more clout. But if he stays, he has to swallow his pride and accept that his value has been slashed in half. It's a lose-lose situation, a brutal reminder of just how far his star has fallen. And let's be real, Men in Black as a franchise isn't even hot anymore. The last installment, Men in Black International, was a total flop. Nobody cared. Even Liam Neeson couldn't save it. Fans were bored, critics tore it apart, and the franchise looked dead. And yet here's Will Smith demanding that Sony treat him like it's still the 1990s. Give me a break. The only reason anyone even remembers the brand is nostalgia for the first two films. And this is where Smith looks completely detached from reality. He's crying foul over not getting $100 million, while Sony is still offering him $55 million. Think about that, $55 million, that's more money than 99% of entertainers will ever see in their entire lifetime. For most people, that's generational wealth. That's private island retirement money. But for Will Smith, he treats it like pocket change, like an insult. And instead of realizing that $55 million is a fair reflection of where his career stands today, he's reportedly begging Sony to raise it to $70 million. $70 million, as if Sony is supposed to feel sorry for him. As if they're supposed to reward his scandals, his meltdowns, and his political tirades by handing him another $20 million just to soothe his ego.
Never wasted a fucking minute on stage. Always trying shit out. Always was either notebook or just trying to remember or whatever. Never fucking got tense with the crowd. Just like, they're not liking this, but I'm liking it, so I'm gonna keep going.
Well, he would do this thing where he would go on stage and he would just have raw premises. Right. And he was so comfortable with total silence.
Yes.
Where it wasn't going well, and then he would catch fire and then start killing.
Yeah, man.
And then they're like, oh, it is Chris Rock.
Yeah.
And then he would go right back. He was like using them as like a sounding board.
You're right.
And he would tell them, like, I'm practicing.
Yeah.
You know, this ain't good. I remember one time he went on, somebody fucking killed. And he went on, and the first thing he said, hold on, relax. It ain't going to be that funny.
Right.
They told him.
Yeah,
it's not gonna be
just
that
calm
funny.
down. Exactly.
Like, I'm working on some shit.
Yeah.
But that's how you develop a monster hour. You have to start off with building a structure.
Yeah,
and
man.
Get a foundation.
Yeah, you fucking, even your first night of the tour, by the last night you go, now that's my act now.
Yeah.
The friends who saw you the first two nights, you're like, fuck, I wish you would have seen me fucking couple.
Sony's answer, a flat number. The executives made it crystal clear. Negotiations are over. $55 million is the final offer. Take it or leave it. And why would Sony budge? They've been burned too many times already. They've had flop after flop. Madame Web was such a disaster it became the laughingstock of the superhero genre. Sony knows they can't afford another bloated paycheck going to an actor who's turned himself into a PR nightmare. Instead of wasting tens of millions on Smith's ego, they're putting that money into production, marketing, and trying to salvage Men in Black 5 before it becomes another punchline. For once, Sony might actually be making the smart move.
First year we were married, I can love you through anything.
And I didn't believe you.
Yeah. I thought I was that I didn't have the girth that it was going to take to ride with you through.
Yeah, I didn't know.
How am I doing? All right.
You're awesome.
But here's what makes it even messier. Will isn't just raging about the money. He's furious about Jada being cut out completely. His original plan was to use his power to drag her back into the spotlight through Men in Black, the ultimate Hollywood couple relaunch. But Sony crushed that dream instantly, and when Will found out, insiders say he broke down. He didn't just lose a paycheck. He lost the leverage to force Hollywood to embrace Jada again. Now he's lawyering up, threatening legal action, claiming his contract guaranteed Jada's role. But Sony's stance is simple. There was no such guarantee.
Not blow this shit up. And
Also,
I say
they would
it right.
ruin the bits.
Yeah.
Because people would just tell the bits, and, then, and it wasn't even ready yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Because if you have a life-changing event like getting slapped at the Oscars in this most preposterous scenario, the whole thing was preposterous.
Yeah.
I think for him it was also a wake-up call, like, hey, these motherfuckers don't really care about me.
In that moment,
they didn't protect me. Nobody stopped it. He went back and sat down, and then he got an award afterwards and got a standing ovation. Like, what the?
This isn't about contracts. It's about leverage. And Will has none left. Sony knows he needs Men in Black 5 far more than the franchise needs him. And that's the heart of this whole story. What we're watching is a man who once commanded the biggest salaries in Hollywood, a man who used to open every summer with guaranteed blockbusters, suddenly realizing that the industry doesn't bend to him anymore. The tables have turned, the power dynamic has shifted, the Fresh Prince has been dethroned. And let's not kid ourselves, this isn't just about Men in Black. This is about Hollywood finally waking up to the truth that no star is bigger than the industry.
Did you ever speak to Chris Rock after the slap? Because he's your mate.
Yeah.
I would have been straight on the phone if it was my mate getting slapped.
No, but
going,
I was in a sticky situation because I was actually, an elected official of the union at the time.
Oh.
Will Smith is a
I liked him.
Will Smith has been hiding the fact of who he really is, and it was exposed that night. That he's really an He's a deep, dark thing. To do that in front of all those people and to a really great, legendary comedian who's literally the best comedian of our generation.
Sure.
You wouldn't have like this whole wave of comedy that came after if it wasn't for Chris Rock. He's kicked open the doors. So for him to do that, but I wasn't allowed to say anything at that time because we were part of the committee that was supposed to punish him.
And how do you punish him?
Wow, wait. Just back up a second. Hang on.
I want to know
Will
what the punishment
Smith is like, for me, when I met him, right, I always say...
Like the nicest, most wonderful, he's a liar. Complete, utter fraud.
Really?
It was exposed in that time.
Okay, we all thought in that time, he was under all this pressure, though. And it was a
I've been under pressure.
moment.
Kyle's been under pressure. You've been under pressure.
Interesting you say that about Will.
No, Will is a douchebag, and that's something that you can't. The thing is, that's how politically correct the Academy is.
Right.
That they were so cowardly. Because if I would have done that, they would have been hauled out to prison. Because they were so worried about being, racist or whatever. They were like, we can't be. The point is, violence is what it is, and what the color of your skin or your religion doesn't matter.
Sure.
If you commit a crime in front of other people, you get hauled out of there.
For years, A-list actors like Will Smith operated like untouchable kings. They thought they were immune to scandal, immune to criticism, immune to reality. But Hollywood is not a charity, it's a business. And when your scandals overshadow your talent, when your arrogance alienates your fan base, when millions stop caring because they're tired of your ego, you become replaceable. Will Smith is learning that lesson the hard way. The man who once bragged about being the most bankable star in the world is now fighting just to hold onto a paycheck that, for anyone else, would be life-changing. The man who slapped a comedian on live television and thought he could walk away with applause is now being slapped back by Hollywood with reality. So here's the question you have to ask yourself. Is Sony being ruthless and unfair by cutting his salary in half and cutting Jada out completely? Or are they finally doing the right thing, sending a message that even the biggest stars can't escape consequences? Because this isn't just about Will Smith. This is about Hollywood's future. Are we entering an era where studios finally take back the power, refusing to bend to entitled celebrities? Or is this just another ugly chapter in the never-ending saga of fame, arrogance, and downfall? I want to know what you think. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't just sit there. Smash that like button, share this with your friends, and most importantly, subscribe to Hollywood Confidential for more unfiltered, no-holds-barred coverage of Hollywood's biggest meltdowns. Because one thing is absolutely clear, the Fresh Prince isn't just falling, he's crashing, he's burning, and the entire world is watching his empire collapse in real time.